Hello, Madam Asisoma come who African professor, my mom spokesperson, my chief linguist, African professor, and Kasabo modern subscribe share. Hit notification bell anytime be a made new video be a baby to soon as on cycle into one more time. We African professor on filter, mom spokesperson, my chief linguist, African professor, and Kasantis. Share, hit notification bell, like it. Join African professor one family. We have a lot to talk about here. It's unfiltered, it's highly informative, it is share ne like it, ne nyina join the African professor unfiltered family names, movie conversation in a very positive and substantive way. Until one more African professor and ne come on minimum dinner asembusa na mebusa. Yes, obusa for to kwan minim na mebusa. Until you can share your perspective, your ideas with me in a feedback in a very civil, classy manner. Insinuation behind it. Oh yeah, it be delayed. You can say who be. But anyway, and then as some person will answer me say, is Ghana truly ready to elect a Muslim as a president of the Republic? Still you may say, or are Ghanaians genuinely ready to elect a Muslim as a president of the Republic of Ghana? Come on, person. As some person will say, into no Ghana for pa. If you so much ready say. Umbe elect Muslim, so be a president dana. Mika we nyina makosi nkomobia many pebi diwakra. When he is well versed in Ghana politics now, he knows a lot of people in Ghana. He knows politics about politics. He didn't come out. And the business master say party MPP man who say, I'm off for started testing waters for 2028. Two intino, if about me or chance. So no masa media and credit or one maka baumia lusu fine a religion factor the man lusu religion but I'm sure I argue say I don't believe no masa to me remember the reasons me other day I'm so trust them did you may be compare say Ghana in independence 6 March 1957 up to this point by 67 or 68 years of the same. Ghana to me choose a Muslim president. But at least we have a sizable number of Muslim population in Ghana, about 17% according to CIA, Ghana fact and that's African fact, But they try to CIA compile fact about countries around the world. We really well. That's about 17%, less than 20% of the population are a Muslim. They profess to be a Muslim. But majority predominantly a Christian. It is all here. Almost all the successive and as a previous government, in Ghana, tend to be Christians. And then the question becomes, does it mean that Ghana for ready so by electing Muslim or not? Because again, so here, such recent elections that happened 2024, December the 7th elections now. Well, to me say, the voting pattern, the trend lines now, you can tell, say, yeah, religion play a lot. I'll call identity politics. But we'll be teaching, why do you get a crabby and I say, want to put things in it, want to contextualize things in a very broad, in a very, disinterested way. We tend to say, oh, I didn't see one worker can say, moon or can double our bone, the minimum sada. If you say, oh, minimum sada, minimum cigarette that. Might be doubt fit the Ghana no Ukrainian cap, the Penocrecan, because on the crab boarding. When Tron only other day, ye may be efficient one, ye train ye be answer, ye can't crab, in the crab boarding, as some grandpa that were omonka. I didn't full say to say identity politics play a prominent role, significant role, but Tomagaso, and Nanako Fado, Nanako Fado. But you know, Baumian, president. How do we know for sure, say, Kabaumia be a president? He will definitely toe the line of Nana Akufo-Addo. We don't know. We don't know for sure. And it's all speculation, That argument say, oh, Nana Akufo-Addo, Baumia wasn't the president of Ghana. It was Nana Akufo-Addo. Baumia was assisting Nana Akufo-Addo. It doesn't mean say beer. But anyway, the person just identity politics plays a significant role. Because there's no way say somebody like Mahama and Baumia Jinahwa. Mahama has been a president before. And we all know Mahama track record. Mahama kumse no debi ameka. O kumse no puto. Sisi so was out here and yema early indicators near the idea. Yes, if you have a franopa. If you look at the early indicators, it tells you, say, Mahama, a same old. So, the person become in Yagos, Mahama, near your friend say, Baumia, na Ghana for us, come do a mopantino, and no matter Mahama. Then you ask yourself, say, net Ghana for your ass, so they can say, a come do 2016, Mahama or Mutitian Potor. And what has changed? Huh? Coach Amansa, George Darko ne kan coach akoti brofo. Coach Amansa ton huma. Ne ho na efo ne ho sesa ne wo ho. Eda Mahama tena ho 8 years no. Oba e wo sisi de wasesa. Ah? Okoyi ba ya o sisi de we ja siboni esi okọ baabi. Ampanu ne kan so okọ baabi ba ya oba ya o sisi de we ja na mo wie. Enam so no de survival. Mahama we corrupt to the core. Ontimi sesa da. Nyankopon hata suri wabaye na nkrama ho brase bi na de ne woboa che unje Ghana fo betuma biti but anyway it will be Mahama odi Mahama compare Baumia just said they don't even come close but somehow no yatwama and now the question becomes say what motivated Ghanaians, aside from omishi company at the Ghana a come started the a free kuma person a kuma dear sa government be aba come continue and a common inflation IMF no near that because Ghana independent Ghana IMF by 17 times 17 times in yen and Mahama should buy say if friends IMF programs near the idea Akufado initiative was so untouchable still until it will be still in place until they still ascribe to wherever the previous government left them. It's the same old. Then the person can say, it will be someone who say, a dentina Ghana for you move share Yamian share Mahama a share about me to mine. Okay, but me say identity politics play a role in it. Now, identity politics, America, they do the same thing, they practice it. We all have that. And according to psychologists, almost say human beings, all human beings, our brains, are wired towards, tribal. We are all tribal by nature. By just like that, we all try to, some of us try to tame our tribal impulses, and that's an instinct, But no matter what, because me boa, sisia me no me no hui. Nese nsuo fa nipa mienu, nsuo fa me ene oba. Na oni madware ahwa na be first. Nsuo fa me ene oba. Wa wuti mi so wo boss so wa nua bi o na o girlfriend boyfriend wo kun bi. Na oni madware pa na se nsuo fa nipa mienu. Me ka ho nipa mienu ne nsuo fa. Ba kun e fa no so ye unua na sa oba na so adafo pa. Wa na be di kan first. See, now your tribal instinct is setting because you tend to identify yourself with unuano and as a girlfriend on here, and when your friend identity politics, Uber politics, man. When we talk about identity politics are your ability and I say your willingness to identify yourself with, things be and I say scenario be and I say people be when share this. It can be tribal, it can be ethnicity, it can be religion, it can be school. Meaning you know they call you tech, meaning you know they call Harvard, meaning you know they call how so you know how they are metro man. You see, and only education and our profession. Meaning you know the name Juma back, you know doctors, you know lawyers, you know job bar Ghana Bar Association. Now, where Madame for Pa, meaning the nomusa co easily go ye be until we gina over 20 years. You see, and only identity politics. Now, what can America I can tell you, say, Kamala ne. Your friend say, Sako could not have Trump. The reason majority of the white to man, your friend said, Trump, it's because identity policy play a role. Because we share far right, Christian, fundamental Christian, group, they tend to identify themselves with Republicans. Or liberals, Democrats, they have some people. LGBT, they all identify themselves with. And the identity politics play a role in our daily life every day. Our relationship, sanity, it can be religion. Ghana, the reason I make Maka say, since 57 to this point, elected Muslim, they say, majority of the Ghanaians profess, and I say, identify themselves as Christians, and that's Christian religion. And so excuse me, almost all the fake prophets in the charismatic church in a whole bunch of them, that they are riding around Muhammad as a Christian. Muhammad, so a Christian, yeah, and uti usu bempanum ne opambonom ne ade nyina that they were campaigning say na mo be chusu kramoni over Christian. Ghana so a Christian nation. And it's hardly to nipa tim. And you because I not in the Yemian gramophone be so anto ama baumia. It's because and then gramophone mu yes our Ghana population mu yes 70%. And among those percentage, gramophone population, majority of them tend to identify themselves with NDC. Then you ask yourself, say, identity politics are some of what can say. It's just because when it comes to gramophone, the way to abandon the a basana and your religion is more of what tribe, because NDC needs some CPP traditional, omotima painty UP tradition as elite, as Ashanti Akan party. And they tend to identify themselves. Oh, ya Ashanti for Akan party, or near Ashanti for near Yantum. When it comes to Sabano dia, voting, a lot of Crabophone, they tend to identify themselves with NDC. So, because of sad disinformation, misinformation about UP as Ashanti party. So, it is also about Baumiane Mahama, which is still crown, Kofon be to my NDC. And when it comes, I didn't two babies as I didn't a communion cramoni, Oman to Aman. Because of the misinformation, disinformation, homophobia, they are embedded in their brain, imprinted in their subconscious. There are moments you say, most, Baumia Crown, MPP for you soon, just to use and just to attract Yimianum not national vote. No, Munya, in your banny, we are crown, but Fakam be so yima. Baumia Flo, Baumia Crown, Yakamoni, Papa, Baumia Repreco. Then they were saying all this. And see, but the thing so again, it come back to what I was just saying previously. Say, Ghana for I'm not sure say Ghana for you're ready to vote for a Muslim as a president, because it come back to be a man. This sad time when it was a rare opportune time, it was a rare time for them to vote for Baumia. But don't you see some flimsy excuses say Nana Akufo-Addo was just leaving because of term limits. Nana Akufo-Addo is no more. It can never run again as a president of Ghana or co. And again, and so somehow no find reason be to say Nana Akufo-Addo at the end Akufo. We cannot speculate. We cannot base our vote on the speculation. Say Baumia be a president or be told the line of Nana Akufo-Addo. We don't know for sure. We cannot know for sure. And it can be true. It may not be true. But why then you ask yourself identity in the Ghana for it you Christian over Muslim, because a lot of these Christians, they are not comfortable with voting for a Muslim. It's true. Say look at that. It was just obvious. It was just so conspicuous. You can tell, say, it goes to reinforce the fact, say, Ghanaians, majority of Ghanaians are not ready. And now I suffer for no more Ghana be charismatic, the so-called charismatic church near that. That's what they were saying, say. Mahama a Christian. Muntumana Mahama be who know what I saw the noni. I saw for you more bumpire ye, a cocoa to yum, no near that. You see, that's what they were doing. So, and then Cremophone cry, be crana, keep you may identify themselves with Baumiano. Omu NDC need to teams about me, on your true Christian, or your true Muslim, or we preco. Say, oh, it didn't now conspire to go against Baumia. And again, I come back to and command many pani do Ghana say Ghana phone baby says so they are not ready to vote for a Muslim, because we are ready to vote for a Muslim. That was the right time to vote for a Muslim, but somehow they find excuses to circumvent and I say go around Baumia and vote for a Christian. And you know, me no kakra and koma kakra nipa di na I'm beginning to believe. And I say come around the notion say somehow they true say Ghana for me you say we are ready. I may be wrong. Anything can happen, but the identity politics, play a bigger role. Now in this case, religion. There were a lot of people identify themselves with religion. Say, Ghana, and that's what it is. You see, Ghana, that class, that religious class, a very, very, very potent, a very, very influential in Ghana politics. And they play a role in electing Mahama as the president of Republic of Ghana. And time is everything. Time is of the essence. Time will tell. But at this point in the day, like I said, my question and I said, some person was answer, into Ghana for whom you're ready, say, on be vote to, and that's whom be Muslim as a president of, Republic of Ghana. Your guess is as good as mine. One more time, African Professor, subscribe, share with friends and family. I talk to you another time. Have a great day. Bye.